You have to ask yourself, why does Google promote so much anti-black hate speech and anti-black terrorism? Why does Google specifically target black people, African Americans, in its anti-black terrorism campaign? It is because they are paid to do so, and they pay people to do so. They are paid by right wingers, far right wing activists, and bad actors to promote anti-black racism and anti-black terrorism. They are specifically paid to do so. And what you can do to fight these hateful, heinous, evil actors is fight back. Fight back with everything that's in your arsenal. Get people, get friends to fight back against their anti-black terrorism and their anti-black hatred. They specifically promote anti-black hate speech on their platforms because they are paid to do so, and they go out and they circulate that money amongst other white supremacists. And so basically, they're getting money and then they're circulating money to white supremacists, making them rich, uh, making the appearance that white supremacists are wealthy and well off, and it's the right thing to be. You see, they specifically work with far right, alt right, and white supremacist organizations to push their narrative, to push a racist, racially biased racist agenda against black people and only against black people. Their platforms are specifically solely against black people and only black people. They hate anything having to do with African Americans, and then they work with white supremacists, other white supremacists like Elon Musk, Peter Thiel, Donald Trump, Ron DeSantis, and other white supremacists who try to defame, to try to disinform, and to try to debase information in regards to African Americans. This is what they do, folks. This is all they do. They gather around promoting hate speech, promoting lies against people, persons of African descent. They're, like I said, constantly paid to do so. Don't let them lie to you. See, Google, specifically Sergey Brin and Larry Page, are paid millions, billions to distort information and to put out propaganda. And they specifically go to right wing think tanks and institutes to promote their white supremacist ideology. You see, they only back black people who are ridiculous, absurd, insane, crazy, deranged, and they only back black comedians because they use them as a smokescreen for their hatred and their white supremacist agenda, their white supremacist misinformation cult. They only use the funny, quote unquote, black person as someone to shield them from any type of criticism. They use specific caricatures, specific archetypes, and stereotypes of black people to put out there. Look at this black face, Marcus Brownlee, Jackie Ayanna, to try to shield themselves because of their hatefulness and their cringe, deranged, anti-black behaviors. That's all. They use these things to to shield themselves from any criticism of their white supremacist support and their white supremacist actions. They only support white supremacy and anti-black hate speech and anti-black bigotry, and that's all they support. They do nothing to promote race realism, eugenics, and pro-genocide of African peoples. That's all. That's all they do. That's all they've been known to do. That's all they ever will do. You see, they only lie. That's all they do is lie. They specifically lie to black people about what they're doing and how they're doing it. They do nothing but lie to black people. And they work with white supremacist right-wing outright politicians like Ron DeSantis to put forth bills to hate and to harm black people. Google is pro anti-black hate speech. They are against free speech when it comes to black people. they're constantly being sued for discrimination against black people, and they have no recourse over that other than to come after only black people.